So next topic, identifying the different random techniques. So we have four. Okay, so first, okay, definition of terms muna. What is population? Population is the set of all possible values of a variable. So ayan ang population. Siyempre kabuuan kung sino man yung kukuha mo ng sample. Okay? So sample is it consists one or more data drawn from the population. So from the population, kukuha ka lang ng sample. Okay? Ayun lang naman siya. So sana clear tayo dyan. Okay, different types of random sampling. Ito na nga yung apat. So first is the simple random sample or sampling. Simple random. Okay, ano yung simple random? So a subset of a statistical population in which each member of the subset has an equal probability. So may lahat. Okay, lahat ay may equal probability of being chosen. Lahat pwedeng mabunot. Lahat, I mean, lahat may chance, okay, na makuha randomly. So ayan ha, it is unbiased representation of a group. So from sa dinami-dami ng mga tao, so just pick, pwedeng lottery, pwedeng gano'n, lahat ng pangalan nyo, ililista, ilalagay sa bowl, and then bubunutin. Then kung sino mabunot, siya na yun. Siya na yung, kung ano man ang gagawin mo sa kanya, siya na yung i-interviewin mo, siya na yung bibigyan mo ng survey form, gano'n. So again ha, ang tandaan nyo dito ay lahat ay may equal probability na makuha. Okay? Na makuha at this is unbiased. Walang favoritism dyan. Okay? So, ayan, ito yung example. So, ito yung population nyo, for example. So, we have 15 persons. And then, randomly, di ba, kukuha lang dito sa lima na to. So, nakuha si 2, nakuha din si 5, kasi nga by lottery pwede. Pwede dito sa row na to, isa lang ang makuha, isa lang ang nabuno, pwede nga wala. And then sa third row, si 13 naman ang nakuha at saka si 14. Basta randomly lang. By lottery pa pwede yun. Okay? Next, systematic sampling. Okay? Pag sinabing systematic, may sistema. So, a method for selecting a sample from a population in a randomized manner, randomly din, pero so as to minimize sampling error, meron tong formula. Okay? Another meaning or definition is a systematic sampling is a probability sampling method where a sample is selected from a larger population by choosing every key element after a random starting point, ensuring an even and unbiased distribution. So dito kasi, pwede siyang, for example, dito, sabi dito, every fourth participant will be selected. So, every fourth. So, pwedeng every third. Depende. Basta meron siyang system. May sistema siya kung paano siya pipiliin. Ito kasi sa simple random, just kumukuha ka lang. Pwedeng lottery, kuha ka ng isa. Ganon. Another bunot na naman. Ganyan. So, dito sa systematic sampling kasi, pwedeng lahat, di ba, from this row, every fourth daw ay kukunin. So, kukunin si number 4, dito kukunin si number 8, and then kukunin si number 12. Okay, pwede naman din every second participant ay will be selected. So, lahat ng mga pangalawa, yan, si 2, si 6, at saka si 10, sila naman yung kunin. Sila yung select. Ganun siya. Yun ang pinagkaiba nila. Meron to kasing, to kasi ay to minimize something error nga naman. So, meron, itong K element na yan, itong K ay number, pwedeng first, second, third, fourth, fifth, yan, pwede siyang ganun. Fifth participant ang kukunin. Ayan. Okay, next. Stratified. Punto na ng number to. Number 3, stratified random sampling. So, stratified. The method of sampling that involves the division of a population into smaller subgroups known as strata. Strata is the smaller subgroups. So, dito kasi, may nakalagay dito, involves division of a population. Mas paliliitin. Tingnan natin sa picture na to. So, you have, dito sa first row, kinuha lang, isa lang ang kukunin. Si number 1. Okay. Sa second row, kinuha naman si number 3, si pang 3. Then, sa fourth row, ang kinuha naman ay yung pangalawa. And then sa last row, ang kinuha ay yung pang first. Okay, so from a smaller group, 'di ba? Ito kasi ay population na to eh. Ilan to lahat? 12. So, may first row tayo, isa lang ang kukunin. Sa second row, isa lang din ulit ang kukunin. Sa third row, isa lang. And sa fourth row o fourth group, isa lang din ang kukunin. So that's stratified. Dinivide natin itong 12 uh, persons into four groups. So each group has uh, anong tawag dito? Three participants. Okay? So kada groups ay kukuha tayo ng isa lang. Yan. So, yun yan. Next, apat, cluster random sampling. Need naman to. Mm. Cluster naman, so a probability sampling method where a population is divided into clusters rather, and then a random sample of those clusters is selected for study, often used for large geographically dispersed populations. So, random sampling class, yung buong group na yun ang kukunin. By cluster ang kinukuha. Tingnan nga dito. Ito sa first box, second box, o si third group ang kinuha, si 5 and 6. And then, dito naman, ang kinuha ay si sabihin natin pang group 6 to, si 11 and 12. So, two clusters ang kinuha. Per group ang pagkuha ng participant. Okay, so ito, pinagkaiba ng cluster at saka ng stratified. Sa cluster, parehas naman silang dinidivide class. Pero 'di ba, sa cluster kasi, for example, ito, we have 9 participants. So, itong group, sabi natin group 2, sila na yung kukunin na participant. Samantalang sa stratified random sampling po, may per group sila, yes, pero per group isa lang ang kukunin. Yun ang pinagkaiba nila. Balikan natin yung kanina sa stratified. Iba, dinivide din sila. Parehas lang naman dinidivide into groups. Pero sa isang grupo here, isa lang ang kukunin. Sa first group ang kinuha ay si 1. Okay? Sa second group ang kinuha si 3. Okay? Ganun siya. Ayun na pinagkaiba ng stratified sa cluster. Again, sa cluster, ang kinukuha ay per group na ang kukunin. And divide yung population. So we have 9 participants, yun yung population natin. And na-divide siya sa tatlo. So we have 3 groups. And the second group na ang kukunin. Na, for example, may survey. Sila ang magtitake ng survey. And sana clear tayo dyan. So we have here another, pero ito naman ay different types of non-probability random sampling. Kanina ay we have 4 types, di ba, ng probability random sampling techniques. Ngayon naman, about non-probability. So ano na yun? First is the convenience sampling, wherein the researcher gathers data from nearby sources of information exerting minimal effort. Kung sino lang mas malapit sa kanya, dahil nga mas convenient sa kanya, kuhanan yun I mean, for example, kailangan mo mag-survey. Kung sino lang yung mas malapit sa'yo, kung saan ka lang mas convenient, yun lang ang gagawin mo. Yun lang ang kukunin mo, I mean. So, for example, ikaw ang researcher. Kung sino mas malapit sa'yo, siya ang magiging sample mo. Okay? Siya yung bibigyan mo for example nga, papasagutin mo ng survey, okay, or you are going to interview. Okay? Then, next, another definition is convenience is being used by persons giving questionnaires on the streets to ask the passersby. Di ba meron tayo minsan na ang tawag dito, wala lang, napadaan, nabibigyan ka ng questionnaires. Nakausap, baka po pwede po kayong pa-interview sandali, pwede pong pa-fill out itong form na to, ng survey form, blah, blah, blah. Yan. So, that's first, convenience sampling. Second is the snowball sampling. So, ito naman ay parang pyramiding or recruitment, ganun. So, snowball sampling is a non-probability sampling method where existing participants recruit. Ito yung ating keyword. Recruit future participants from their social networks, creating a chain referral process. O, di ba? Di ba yung mga ganito ay yung pyramiding, networking, ganyan. So, yan. Particularly useful for accessing hard to reach or hidden populations. So from here, snowball sampling, again ha, para siyang pyramiding or networking. Mag-recruit ka ng isa or ng dalawa, yung na-recruit mo, mag-recruit ng another, and yung na-recruit nila, mag-recruit ng mas madami. That's snowball sampling. Okay, next, quota sampling. So, wherein researchers divide the population into subgroups, quotas, and select participants from each subgroup to ensure representation based on characteristics like age, gender, or income. But the selection process is not random. So, from here, quota sampling, ito yung example, ito yung ating population. Ang kukunin natin or the quota sampling will be male above 50. So, ang kukunin lang natin dito ay ang lalaki na 50 years old and above. So, pipili ka sino-sino dyan yung 50 years old and above. So, itong apat lang yun. So, that's quota sampling. Or pwede din, ang quota sampling natin na kukunin natin ay female ages below 25. So, yun lang ang kukunin. Diba? O kaya pwede din, ang kukunin natin, female, o pwedeng kahit hindi na female or male, pwedeng any gender, basta ang kita ay 30,000 and above. So, tatanungin mo sila isa-isa, sino dito ang may 30,000 na income mataas. Pwedeng ganon. Yan. So, that's the quota sampling. And the last is the volunteer sampling. So, syempre from the word volunteer, kung sino lang ang may gusto. Okay, volunteer sampling is an approach where participants willingly contribute their thoughts and experiences. So, out of kung ilan man sila, so may isa dyan, magtataas ng kamay, or isa or dalawa na magvo-volunteer. Okay, so we're going to identify which sampling method is applied in the following situations. First, the learner randomly selects 20 boys and 15 girls from a batch of learners to be members of a group that will go to a field trip. So the answer for this is stratified sampling. Okay, kasi dinivide natin ang ating, dinivide natin into two groups, may boys and girls. Okay. And then, number two, a sample of 10 mice are selected at random from a set of 40 mice. So, 10 lang ang kinuha out of 40 to test the effect of a certain medicine. So, what is the answer for this? Answer me. Okay, so the correct answer is simple lang. Simple random. Kasi out of 40, 10 mice ang kinuha, ang sinelect. Wala naman siyang, simple lang naman ang pagkuha dyan. Kumuha lang siya ng 10 out of 40. Okay, to test the effect of a certain medicine. Okay, number three, the people in a certain seminar are all members of two or five groups. So the people in a certain seminar are all members of two of five groups, are asked what they think about the president. So ano kaya yan? Clustered or stratified? The answer is cluster. Kasi nga, ah, di ba may five groups yon, di ba? And two of five groups yung kinuha to think, to ask what they think about the president. Okay, next. A brand manager of a a brand manager of a toothpaste asked 10 dentists that have a clinic closest to his office whether they use a particular brand of toothpaste. So the keyword is, di ba, closest to his office. Um, Convenience, di ba? Kung ano lang yung mas malapit sa kanya. So the answer is convenience sampling. Last, barangay health worker asked every four houses in the village. So the keyword, 'di ba, yung barangay health worker ay nagtatanong every four houses in the village for the ages of the children living in those households. So, yung mga mga apat na bahay ay yun ang tinatanong nila kung na, ilang taon ang mga bata na nakatira doon. So, that's systematic. So, that's all. Thank you for listening.